Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Scott. Welcome back to Scott Traders Hub, where we analyze together. So we're here to do the recap. To continue from where we stopped at yesterday. This is episode number 16. As usual, we are here to analyze the trade synthetic indices. So those are the ones we're going to be looking at for now. So we are going to okay, it's already 35, so we won't waste any time. We will just go through it. Let me set my things here properly, and as usual, you know that we start with crash 500. So we will be starting with that, and we get into it. So crash 500, crash 500. So that's crash 500 for us there. Now put down this. Now let's head over to crash 500. So yesterday, it's still you can still see that it is in consolidation up to now. Not sure if anyone took that trade from up there, but up to now we can still see it is in consolidation. Yeah, it is still failing to reach this level here. This one here, it is still failing to reach it again. So we are still waiting because there's still no momentum, but it is closing up on the consolidation. Where it is, we may not really anything can happen where it is, because it is closing up on the other end of the falling wedge there. That's the falling wedge we are in, and we can see it is closing up on it. Anytime from now we will see it break it into the buys, going into the buys, and we will be ready for that. All we anticipated is price to first come and take some big chunk of this order block and then head over to the buys. That's what we are still waiting for, but it's still failing to come back again. So we wait. If it fails, we will go with whatever it gives us, whatever the market gives us. If it chooses to head over to the buys before it goes to this level, then we will go with this one touch that it did, and it gave us here, and then we go for the buys once it breaks this level up there. Alright, so that is crash 500. I still have no entries at all. I cannot enter it. Probably maybe on M15, because now I've seen something on M15. That would be a rising wedge, which will actually tell us something different. It will actually tell us that we may actually sell this thing. We may actually sell it. So where it is, this is M15. We may actually sell it. Yeah, it's going to sell again a bit more. Probably this time it will reach this level. You never know. So this is the exact move we'll be looking for. If it decides to sell and I'll be looking for that. When it makes that level, we'll be selling it all the way down below. Yeah, so now I wait for that price to reach the upper trend line. Then one who has a big account may choose to sell it from there or wait. The best thing to do is to wait for that breakout right here down below here, and then enter your sales, your clean sales, to take us back down here. So that's what I'll be looking at, and if you can check on H4, it will be bringing us again into that order block there. So that's what we can now wait for. Let me put it back in M15. We will wait for that for now. Now, boom 1,000, boom 1,000. Yes, good morning Lois, good morning Shamim, good morning Helen, good morning Felix. Welcome to today's episode. Happy to see you around. Alright, so boom 1,000 is where we from what we can see is price headed to that level. It even broke through this level. So I closed all my trades yesterday, like I told you, but I anticipated this thing to happen, and it later on happened. So I had to close my trades that I was holding there, but now it has shown us this again, and up to now I'm not convinced that it's done going back into buys, so I will wait for it. Still, you can see where we are waiting for it to reach, and then later on sell it, so either there or it will reverse from where it is. But from CCI we can see it still has some distance to close up for it to be conclusively in over for us to conclusively say it has reached overbought. So for now I will leave this asset until further clarification. So that is boom 500. Those who want to trade it in M15, you will have to use CCI and some sort of price action. I won't be that much. So I would rather wait for it to play out in H4 and then give us some clarity for me to join it again. So that is a boom 1,000 for us there. I want to leave it and head over to boom 500. So I hope you guys made the entry there. Although the breakout we could see, and it retested it and gave us those two candles. Let me first change. This is boom 500. It's boom 500. It's now. Although we could see that our anticipation was when it gets here, after breaking this support, then it retests. Currently we are on that retest candle, but anyone yesterday would have made an entry after this retest and then the following candles there. That's where we had the best entry, because this was the breakout from the descending triangle there. And we said, although H4 shows us that it is oversold, the pattern or price action or the main chart was showing us different, that we are still selling, and that's why we had to conclude with this kind of option. So for now, the retest is happening. So at exactly probably midday, if we see some sales come in, then we can take action and go in for sales. Remember, it is having a low momentum currently, so you want to sell with caution, or you sell cautiously, knowing anything can happen. We don't have to over leverage this asset, even if you have a big account, just because this is going to be a small sell. It's going to be a small sell to bring us here, because we know, okay, when it reaches here, anticipation is fast now to head over there. First anticipation is to head over that side to grab some liquidity left back, and I'll be looking at that later. Let's first wait for this to reach here. According to H4, I mean daily, we are supposed to be selling. According to weekly, we are supposed to be selling. So that's why H4 had to follow this, although it was showing us that it is oversold. And the pattern that it gave there to us, the descending triangle, being in between the trend, was conclusive enough for the sales to continue. All right, so that's boom 500. Excuse me. I will wait for the current H4 candle to close, so we'll come back to it when this candle, the current H4 candle, has closed. Then we'll see if we may have an entry or not. Now V10 1S, V10 1S, V10 1S. Volatility 10 1S. Volatility 10 1S. So from what we can see now, it is very clear that the pattern has changed. So we are no longer using that. We are going to follow this now. We are going to follow this. Now if we are following that, then it means we are still consolidating at the volatility V10 1S. We are still consolidating. But this is sort of a pennant, or call it call it a symmetrical triangle. So anything can happen, but if we do a thorough investigation on other time frames, we clearly see that we may see it as a pennant on a higher time frame, meaning buys highly anticipated to continue, to that side. And of course, as you remember how we do it, this is the same move that we are anticipating on to take advantage. Was it breaks out, so it was a sort of a dragonfly I was seeing there, but it is sort of now coming again into sales. So one may wait for buys whenever price gets back to this downtrend line. Then you can enter your buys, but as as you can see, we are closing up. We are almost reaching to the level where we may anticipate a breakout. Prices what is the word? Contracting. Prices contracting the more, getting to this other side. So anytime from now, we will be seeing breakout happen to the buys. That's where we are anticipating the buys mostly. But don't get shocked if it again gives another fake breakout like how it gave us here and here. If it really gives you a fake breakout there, don't be shocked. It is always manipulation to gain liquidity in the market. Manipulation to grab money of those guys that are entering earlier, and then of course that money is what makes liquidity in the market and hence increasing the momentum of the asset. All right, so I think we can leave that at that where it is. So take advantage when it gets to the downward trend line here, and then either you can make a move into the buys, because we don't want to be found on the sells from where we can see where the current price is. You don't want to be found into sells, because it may choose to break through immediately, yet you had entered sales, then you'll be losing your money. So you rather wait for the buys and then keep on entering buys only until we break out and head over to that level there, this level up here. That's where we want to take our profits from. Alright, so that's it with V10 1S. Now we head over to V75. So far we have not seen any entry at all that we can take advantage of. So I never showed V10. Okay. So this is volatility 75, volatility 75. That's what we have there. You also put the comments, they be playing around. Okay, so volatility 75. So yesterday's anticipation was a pullback to that level, but it never gave it to us. So either way, I would not have entered, because my way of entering such trades is a pullback to the breaker block and then enter my sells or my buys. So I would not have entered this at all. And so for now, according to H1, we can see that it has come to that order block. So we can delete now this, delete this, delete that. This was a fair value gap. Let's see on H4 if we actually on H4 we have no retest. On H4 we have no retest. The retest we have is this, and it's going back to the fair value gap here. That's the retest that we have on H4. So if we have that, and we are most likely to go back to that very level there. We are most likely going back to that level because of where we are currently. We are reaching the retracement level of CCI. So we wait for it, because as you can see, there is now, we may see some consolidation happen from the level that we are on. From the level that we are on, we may see some consolidation happen, but you need to know that H4 we are selling heavily, and over daily we are still in the buy. So you may say this was just a return to break a block on daily, because we had that break of structure. That was a break of structure there on daily there. Some internal structure, and that was break of structure, and on H4 clearly you will see it. So this was sort of a return to the breaker block according to daily. So don't be surprised if market shifts and starts to follow the daily trend, because overall according to daily we are buying, according to weekly we are buying. So we just keep waiting for whatever market delivers to us, and we follow that. But again, you can clearly see there's still liquidity on H4 that is below here, and of course again on the order block. So anything, we are going to be optimistic and just have open mind to wait for whatever market offers, then we will follow that. For now, no clear structure to follow, as we can see it's sort of going into consolidation. Yes. All right, so that is V75 for us. Also, we are not having any trade at all. So now we head over to V50. Look at how it missed my entry here, my bad, okay, we are buy stops, so they are not sales. So limits either way, I would not have made it. Alright, so this is V50. V50. So I had the first anticipation, those who remember, we had anticipated to first return to their level there and grab liquidity, then continue selling. That's the reason why I put my buy stops up there, so that when it breaks this level here, when it breaks that level there, this level here, it activates my buys, and then I take it up all the way there. Fortunately enough, it didn't reach there to activate them. Right now I won't be in, and right here we can try to determine whether we may have a pullback, and then probably make our entries or not. And there, so we had a breakout there, and we haven't gotten any pullback at all. But luckily enough, we can see that CCI has reached oversold there. Now, if it has reached oversold according to M15, we know what to do. We'll wait for confirmation of the buys and enter buys. Now, where are we going to make our entries? Where are we going to look for our TP levels? Of course, first is at that level. First TP level is there. When we enter buys, then the next one is in that fair value gap there. or the one up here. So we have many around actually, but this is most likely because it's where it broke structure from. It's where it broke this structure. So it broke that structure from, and it started to head over into sales. So now that I have that, I could leave it there and I will wait for an entry. If it gives me an entry on for the buys, and then I will make my entry for the buys and take it up there, grab my profit. I will not even think about taking it back inside there. I will just grab my profit and call it a day. I won't look for any other thing, because today's trades, all the assets are sort of still consolidating. They have no clear structure. This one is the one that somehow has some sort of clarity, of which it is also still having momentum to sales. So until we have an entry here on M15, sales are still continuing, and a new candle has started of H4, and what we wanted, where we are looking at grabbing, where we looked at taking this sell to, is that order block, and it's a daily order block. It's a daily order block. It's a daily order block there. So when we reach that level, we may reach it, we may not reach it. So if we reach it, then we wait and see if it will still bring us to this, or if we are heading into the reversal. But as you can see, we still have some long way to reach oversold down below. That's why it may even reach to this other, or be down below here. So fingers crossed, let's wait for whatever market presents to us. For now, we know that M15 we may have a pullback before we continue into sales. So if we have it, we can take advantage of that pullback, take our money around this area, If it reaches that area and you start to see some weird movements of price, then you close your profits, call it a day. It's going to be a short trade, M15 trade, but if you can get some percentage of your profit, it's okay. It's better than nothing. And then of course when we are there, I will leave that at that. Now let's head over to jump 25. Jump 25. Any questions? Let me check if we have some additions, some questions. I'm still open. I will be waiting for them. Okay, right, no questions. So let's head over to jump 25. Jump 25. We clearly see that momentum for buys is reducing every now and then, and still, like all the other assets that we've seen, we have no clear structure that we can actually follow. Apart from what I see here on M15, it's a clear one. Let me check. Yeah, apart from something like that I'm seeing on M15, rest is low momentum. H4 already showing us it's oversold, overbought. Daily, daily we are still buying. Weekly we are still buying, meaning we can't afford to be found on the side of sales. So what does this mean? If I can go to H1, I can keep seeing these break of structure there, break of structure. It's been doing these kinds of forms. Those are the things it's been doing. If you can clearly see it, that was one. Another one was here. This was another one here. This was another one here. This was another one there. That's what it has been doing when it was heading over into that buy trend. So it is a low momentum one, but it is giving those kinds of falling wedge as it continues. So right now it is giving us you may call it a pennant or what? Actually, this is a pennant on M15. So a breakout will give us something of sort. Taking profits there, then you anticipate another retracement, then another breakout or another higher high according to M15, like that. That's how it's moving, low momentum. So either you want to risk it, and make an entry or not. Yesterday we missed this level here when it returned to this order block like we had anticipated here. That's where we would have made our entries from, and we would have continued with it right now, but we missed it. This was around which time? Let me see. This was yesterday around. We missed that, so you can delete all this, delete all that, and now delete even that. This has already served this purpose. Delete it. We know we are heading to that level. Why do we say that? It was because of this move, I believe. I don't remember, but I think it was this move here that brought us there. So we wait for the breakout on M15 there, on M15, and don't exceed your profits beyond this level here. Don't exceed your profits beyond that level. Alright, sorry about that. This level is the one I'm talking about. Just there. So when it reaches that level, you want to take your profits. Remember, M15 is still showing some sell momentum, but we can all agree it is consolidated within the pennant, so it's nothing to worry about. We wait for the breakout from the pennant there. If it happens to be a pennant, then we will be seeing breakout there. But if it is actually a symmetrical triangle, then anything can happen. We may see manipulation breakout back to probably that level, and then later on getting to the buys. So just be ready for anything to happen because of the kind of shape we have there. So I want to leave this at that and head over to, unless you guys have a question, let me check. If you guys have some comments, all right, no questions at all. The market is boring, I know, market is boring, but either way, it will get back to a great, good structure where we will be making money as usual, how we do it. So that is jump 25 for us there. So let's head over now to jump 10. And the jump 10, it's the one that we have actually a better structure for us. Let's see. Jump 10. So jump 10 there. So we had that move. I don't know if anyone took it yesterday. This, I think I did this in the meeting in yesterday's session. I don't remember, but I think we did that. Then we had that, you may call it manipulation, and then we had that Carlito distribution down below, and that distribution happened when, let's see from what time did it happen. That was around 7, 6, 7, 8, around 8 p.m. So around 8 p.m. is when we had that good distribution start, and it went all the way to that fair value gap once again, and that is a support level now. So I can delete that, delete this, it has served its purpose, delete that, delete that. Now we are heading to there. Why are we heading there? Yet H4 is still showing us momentum for sales, because we have some support levels down below to be broken. So what do we anticipate? This is a daily support level. This is an H4 fair value gap there. Now there is fair value gap left back here, and looking at what we normally use with our, sorry about that, or what we normally use with our fib, clearly we will see that this is a level for the pullback to continue sales. And why are we looking for sales? We had a higher high there. It's the same high that put us to overbought there. So we sort of have a higher high there. And then we started some sales. But the sales we started on, we have so far gotten one breakout. Let's see. One breakout broke, one breakout structure. Okay, that was one. This was a row, so that's where the breakout was, and that's sort of the return to breakout, to break a broke, I mean. So coming back here, we may anticipate some more sales back to this level. Then if it breaks this fair value gap, then it will continue all the way to this order block, all the way to that order block there. That's where we will anticipate the buys to come in from. If it comes and breaks this fair value gap. So for now we first this back here. Now delete this. Delete. For now, anticipation is get here and then come here, or come right here. Then we come in for the buys according to daily. Then come in for the buys according to daily. So where are we going to see some entries? I'm going to wait for my sell entries on that level there. I'm going to wait for my sell entries on this level here, and that's going to be around probably around 3 p.m. or even 7 p.m. if I will be in the market. But that's where I'm anticipating to see my entries for sales when it gets to that level. H1, of course, the buy is still on. According to H1 9:15, we've reached oversold, overbought, so we want to follow H4 what it is giving to us, and then wait for that. Of course, where we are also, that's a fair value gap, but it has already been mitigated several times with these levels, so we can't go with it. We have to go with the one that is in discount, which is this very fair value gap here. All right, that has been jump 10 for us there, and that was our last asset. Now we want to go back to the recap and then look at what we have. There. So that's what we are heading to. All right, so going to crash 500. We had a breakout there. Of course, we know that that's a manipulation breakout to take that liquidity up there and then continue. The stop losses that were above there on that order block, so it has already taken it. Now it's heading back to sells. We are going to wait for it to break and bring us down below here, or not, but this is clearly going for sells according to the structure we had that we saw on M15. All right, boom 1000. It's a no-go for me. I still have no clear structure there, so no entry, not even wasting time. And this we can clearly see the pullback is happening. The pullback is happening there. The pullback is happening according to H4. So we wait for the sells. We want to sell it. So if it goes back there and gives us some sells, then better. This is still within the rising, the pennant, or call it the symmetrical triangle there. So until we have a breakout, we have no entry. We have no entry at all. This is a V101S. We want to take it all the way up there, but we must first see some breakout happen or manipulation, either to come back here. I'm no longer looking at it coming back here because of what we have here, so I'm looking at high. I'm looking at breaking, going up there, but anything can happen. If it is a symmetrical triangle, at the end you may even see this. So we just have to be open-minded. All right, so that is V101S. This is V75. in 75 we are heading into consolidation, but we haven't gotten a clear structure for that consolidation, so we wait for it to unfold. Right here, this is V50. We had a breakout there, and we said on M15 we will wait for the pullback, then make our entries, because M15 already is showing that it is oversold according to CCI. So we will wait for the pullback and then make our sell entries to continue with the sell to this level, or according to H4, actually according to H4 is still going for the sell even daily, so that will can conclude that the pullback will confirm continuation of sales. Will give us entries for sales to continue on most of the time frames, H4 daily, and I think even H1 will go sort of into the buys. We'll go with H4, and daily, weekly is also selling, so nothing to worry about. For the sell, you won't be risking, you will be in line with the trend. Jump 25, same thing that we had on V10, same thing, they are in a consolidation within a pennant. So jump 25, we are looking at the breakout there for price to take us there. But like I said, don't be surprised if it gives you a manipulation to bring you here, then later on get into the buys. So, but higher chances are on the breakout, or it will either this level or this level here, because we clearly know that on H4 we are still selling. All right, that has been our session today. Hope it has been delightful, and hope to see you guys in the next one on Monday. That will be Monday. But before we close today's episode, we are coming back at 1. Those who love BTC, those who trade BTC, we are coming at 1. We are coming back at 1 to analyze BTC together. As usual, it will be 1 to 1:30. I promise that I'll be adding news coming next month, November. That's when I'll start to add in the news that concern BTC. So I'll add it there in the next month. But for now, we will be just analyzing and then waiting for how we can make entries. All right, so let me wish you guys a good day. We still had some around 2 minutes. Yeah, around 3 minutes. Probably you guys can, if you have a question, I could be answering those questions, or if you have some addition to the analysis that we've just done, you could do that, then we could look at it together in the remaining minutes. So I'm all ears for more of you guys. Alright, it seems we have no questions, so I will close the meeting or close the session from here. So let's meet at 1. Those who are ready, who trade BTC, and we'll be looking at it together there. So otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, and for those who only trade synthetics, let me see you on Monday. Have a good weekend, and happy trading today. See you guys.